In this video, I want to go traditional, showing you some things to do during Christmas time. I have some things prepared, and I will also put here some real estate information. Welcome to Mariánské náměstí, a smaller version of Staromák, which is 200 meters that direction. I selected this as a first place because you can get here very cheap and good svařák. There are local markets, and there is this installation from a famous Czech painter, Josef Lada. Originally, when I saw it, I thought, oh, IKEA is having here their showroom. No, it's much more original, much more Czech. And if you want to see the living room of a Czech painter, Josef Lada, then definitely check this place. What I really like about this installation is that Mr. Lada had very similar head to mine. In this booth, you can join the longest list for Child Jesus, which I'm sure you know that in Czech Republic, presents are not delivered by Santa or Děda Mráz, but it's a Child Jesus. It's a Czech thing. I was on a mission to find the cheapest svařák in Prague and the best one, and this is as cheap as it gets, 65 Czech crowns. What I really don't like is when vendors buy cheap Temu Chinese shit and try to sell it as a art. But this is not the case of this beautiful stand because they're selling genuine Czech glassmith. And yes, I did buy my baňka in Czech for my Christmas tree here. If you want to buy property right in the heart of Prague, right here, the most recent transaction I found was in September 2023 in this Platnerska street. It was 113 square meters apartment sold for 1.2 million euros, which is actually a decent price. Today, it would be worth about 15 to 20% more because this area is surprise, sought after, and very popular. And the crazy queue behind me is not for free beer, but it's thanks to Janek Rubesh. Hi, Janek. And it's because he published a video where he talks about this column full of books, and it's a magnificent Instagram place. I've been told, I've never been there, but the queue speaks for itself. Oh, and did you see the nice statue of Darth Vader right here? Actually, it's a 14th century knight, which comes with an interesting backstory and a legend, but it's a bit sad, so I will not mention this one. And if you think this is crowded, you should see Staromák. So Štěpán, my cameraman, asked, so we're not going to Staromák? And I'm like, no, everybody knows that. Behind us is the main square, but today we're showing something less touristy, which is also this place. I know you wouldn't guess it, but this is the Skautský Institute, a place for scouts and to hang around and super cheap svařák. And if you're wondering how much properties costs right here on Na Příkopě, the most busy street, is this way. There is a Nekázanka street, and there was sold 79 square meters just this September 2025 for 16.5 million Czech crowns. And it's not that bad price if you consider the market. As a little bonus, I want to show you a little bit hidden place back there in Slovanský dům in the garden as an amazing Instagram place, if it's your thing. This is exactly the space I'm speaking about. I like it very much. There is even a place to hold your phone for a couple of pictures, but can someone explain me the butterflies? And here we have a little Christmas miracle, which I consider after 5 years of renovation, the Museum of Prague was reopened. Right now, there is an installation of Antonín Langweil, a guy in Prague who in 1826 started to do a plan of Prague. It took him only 11 years to finish it. It's on 20 square meters, and right here you can see the installation plus all digital, let's say, expressions and other very interesting things. And it is free at the moment, just closes a bit early. And again, if you want to know how much it costs to buy property in this area, there in the beautiful pronounced street Zapořickou branou, good luck, it was sold in February this year for 11.3 million, and it had 74 square meters, which actually is not that bad price. Since it was in February, given the market appreciation, today it would be almost $1 million more. The Prague market is a bit crazy these days. And because it's winter and we're in Prague, we obviously don't have snow, but we have ice skating. There is plenty of these places around Prague, but I picked up this one, River Rink, because it's very central, it's very nice around here, and also you can get here very easily from all around Prague, especially through the new Holka, which is the Holešovice-Karlín little bridge, which was constructed in 2023. Do you know how much it cost? It was built for 320 million Czech crowns, little amount for Czech development, typical. And if you're wondering why I'm not there, when I was about 8 years old, I was ice skating with my parents and it ended up with me losing 2 of my front teeth, so no thank you. If you want to try ice skating and you don't have any of your equipment, no worries, because you can easily rent everything right here for a price. For about 150, 180, 200 crowns per hour, same cost is for the entry. This place is quite fancy, but if you want to know how much it costs to live right here, the last transaction I found was in January this year, 2025, and the flat was sold here 87 square meters for 21 million. You pay a price to live in Karlín. This place is of course used also during summer, because in this area there is evening dance lessons, and there is one of my favorite places, which is Přístav, a little bar back there where you can rent your own grill and you can do a barbecue with your friends. And yeah, there used to be a boat which took you to the other side of the river before this bridge was built, and it changed everything because you can move from Holešovice to Karlín very easily and you don't have to go through that way. And if you're wondering how much it costs to live in this area, we're in Troja, next to the Botanical Garden. There is this unique project, it's a gated community, and the flat was sold in March this year. 216 square meters, can you guess the price? 46 million Czech crowns. And if you want to know how long it was on the market, half a year. Half a year before this unique property found its buyer. We are in a botanical garden of Prague, and here behind me there is a vineyard of St. Clara, and you can taste the local wine here, produced right in the center of Prague. But we're continuing because we're going into an art glass installation. It's amazing, just wait. My best tip for today, however, is to come here to Botanical Garden, where there is so-called glass symphony. It was done by Mr. Jiří Pačinka, who is an author and artist, and he created dozens, if not hundreds, of these glass art pieces. They're all with light, and if you come here, you will experience something unique and not forgettable. Tickets cost 180 crowns for adults, but if you buy them online, you can save 15%. Also, it's open here until middle of February, so you have time to come here anytime, but make sure you come here in the evening. You might know that Czech Republic has a very rich history and is famous for its glass industry. Especially if you walk in Prague 1, you will notice the glass goods everywhere. But it's not art, in my opinion. This is art. And as a little add-on, you will see the most beautiful trdelník stand in the whole Prague. In my opinion, the best part of the exhibition is at the very end. Make sure not to miss it, because the thing behind me, where they play Carol of the Bells, along with the synchronization of the lights, is just mesmerizing. Today's video was a bit special because we showed you something we don't typically discuss, and I hope you enjoyed how to see Prague during wintertime as locals. My name is Robin, I'm founder of Expats Finance, and for any information about buying property in Prague, don't hesitate to get in touch and subscribe for more related content. Oh, and watch these videos.